And the only way you create margin is by process improvement, increasing productivity, reducing costs, reducing waste, making better quality. You all know the drill. That's how you stay in business in a heavy manufacturing-based environment.
Our standard mode of operation for maintenance was wait till it breaks before you fix it, because we need every pound we can get. 1 out of every 6 pumps was failing. This amounts to $750,000 a year that we're spending just on this one maintenance item. We said we're going to commit to a 25% reduction in pump failures. Where we end up, 61% reduction at the end of 1 year.
We're able to drive our costs down somewhat because our waste percentages are going to go down. Our first pass yields are going to go up. I mean, and it's a given. I've already seen that through the plant. 28% increase in throughput.
We found ways to manipulate the process and the equipment to the tune of $10 million in increased output. And we've done that with no significant capital expenditure.
So the results, process output went from 0.2 tons per hour to 1 ton per hour. The output achieved is covering growth forecasted by the customer for the next 2 years. We feel that now having a better understanding of our process, I mean, we're able to also reduce our cost and improve our production.
We were able to increase the uptime by 30%. Production rates were up by 25%. Maintenance costs were down 47%. We had over $3 million worth of tested savings due to the QualPro processes we use.
So what's the impact of my business? Overall, that's a 36% improvement in draw machine runtime. The only way we knew how to get the pounds that we needed to meet the demands of that market was to put in a new machine. We got 35.7 million pounds, do not need to spend that $15 million on that new machine.
Each division started process improvement teams focusing on specific targets for improvement. Our customers wanted better and consistent density. We wanted to reduce paper waste. Equipment delays had always plagued us, and improving communication and the accuracy of moving product between departments was of great importance. Just flowcharting processes showed steps we were taking which weren't necessary, and no one knew how the steps ever started. It became obvious that most of the projects would produce significant improvements in quality and in cost. Each of these projects would more than pay for the investment and training of the team members. Since each class resulted in projects that would pay for the training with huge multiples, the training was really self-funding. Competitive advantage comes from investment in people, and this is the only sustainable advantage.
A 60% reduction in the average duration or the time a stop takes, which equated to about an overall 40% reduction in downtime. And along with those dramatic reductions in our delay times, there's also some other added benefits to this thing. When you don't stop or press, the quality is better. And the reason the quality is better is because you have less variation stopping and going.
Again, no capital was spent, no additional costs, no additional people were added because of anything we did. Overall results, we had scrap reductions of up to 60%. We had increases in uptime of up to 15%, and we had throughput increases of 12%. Bottom line, 1.3 million.
QualPro can take you from just average operation to doing the best that you can do, because it gives you the tools that you need to find the improvements and to make them. Overall, we're maintaining more than $3 million a year in improvements.
We did all this in less than 6 months. Average changeover time reduced 44%. Savings of up to $15 million in downtime. We freed up 33,000 line hours of production time across all 3 plants. That got us the extra capacity that we were looking for, and we didn't have to make that $2 million capital investment.
But overall, we've seen a 15% production rate increase, and what's been the profit to ISP as a corporation? Over $1 million.
The combined plant volumes weren't capable of meeting what the future sales goals were set for. We did almost immediately observe a 5-ton per day increase in average production rate and a 6-ton per day increase in maximum production rate. So we saw about a 17% increase here in average.
About 20% higher throughputs in staple, 10% in yarn. So we're seeing right now currently about $20 million per year. We estimate that using the QualPro process, we've avoided about $20 million in capital investment over the 3 years.